everyone, Jerrel here. Thanks to everyone who's just come recently to hang out at the channel and check out The Hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss. I'm in the very, very final stages of submitting the game, and just this morning, before I hit the submit button, I was looking at the game, running my tests. Because there's more than 50 playable characters, I have to keep playing through the whole game with as many different party members as possible, as many different combinations, and it's so important to consider how people feel when they are playing through the game and what situations they could get in. And I was finding that sometimes I was ending up with party members where I had so many characters that had the same abilities that were either just throwing a rock or throwing a stick. And these are normal NPCs. They're not heroes. They don't have magic. And I noticed too many of them had rock throw, and it was a way for me to give them a damage option at long range. When you engage with an enemy, the characters automatically lock on to the enemy that they were engaging with. So when you select like rock throw or rock or stick throw, they'll lock onto them. But I was noticing sometimes I would end up with a party where almost everyone had rock throw. So I stopped myself just before I hit the submit button, and I just very quickly, I thought up of another ability that would be pretty useful, and it was different from anything else that was already in the game. So I'll just show that to you quickly just here. Pause. Okay, so just here, this is my party. You can see I've got the artist. Oh, I've started a battle by accident when I really didn't want to, so I guess I'm going to have to show you the ability here. So you press ZR, you open up your battle menu, and I still need to create the logo for that. It's a placeholder. But this is the one that I created this morning when I realized I just need a little bit more variety. Wisdom hoops, when you use that, it slows the enemy's speed, and it stops the enemies from using their special attacks for 6 seconds. And when you throw that, it stays in place for seconds. That's that, instead of just throwing a rock or throwing a stick. So I need to fine tune and adjust that. I want that to stay out for I wanted that to be there for about 10 to 12 seconds. And with the right team, with the right support members, you can actually reduce your party's cooldown meter, and you can throw out multiple. There's multiple characters now that have access to Wisdom Hoop. So not only is it utilitarian, it deals damage, it's a spacing and a zoning option, but you can also combine members together with some strategy, and you can make more use out of Wisdom Hoop. So that's one where I was about to submit the game, the very final version, and I thought, no, it just doesn't feel right. You need more variety, more utility, and a way to make some of these characters just feel a little more interesting. So that's one of the updates. Again, and now I just have to run through the game just a little bit more tonight, make sure everything feels all right. I'll probably be working late, and then I'll be submitting this to Nintendo and Steam. All right, thanks very much for checking in. I will see you around. Please stay tuned. I will let you know when the Steam page is live. I've submitted it, and I'm just waiting for approval on the Steam page. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you around.